all of you. The South Indian students, those are from Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Andhra. Vanakkam, Bagunara, Ellavarum Sukhamano. The students, those are from Odisha, Agya Namaskar. Those are from Bengal, Dada Namaskar, Kimona Chinapni. And of course, North Indian students from Gwalior and Noida Center. So the topic for the discussion today will be based upon two important aspects. Basically, it is related to the UNWTO theme, which is basically on tourism and rural development. Dear students, perhaps you all are aware that every year UNWTO, United Nations World Tourism Organization, the headquarters is in Madrid. Every year they just give a slogan for the next year, for the coming year. And this year the slogan is rural development through tourism. So before this, I just wish to discuss the important aspect of COVID-19. So my discussion will be more on, based upon the photographs and caricature. I know that there are so many students are here. I'm sorry, I cannot name all of them, but of course, you are more than 150 numbers as such at present, and number are increasing one by one. So, shall we start? The very first one is related with the, I hope this screen is, you are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, tourism and rural development. Basically, the theme is related with the special changing environment of COVID-19. You know why I'm telling you all these things? Because COVID-19 has changed the life of all of us. The manner in which we behave, the manner in which even we think, our buying behavior, everything has been changed. And it is not only Gwalior, Noida, Nellore, Shillong or Bodh or Goa. It is across the countries, dear friends, this has been changed. And when I just was going through the various pictures, I was so surprised that before and after, if you take any example right from UK to Shanghai to Italy, even for our own country, yesterday was the very first day when Taj Mahal was reopened for the tourists, and this is the month of September. Still, I recall last year it was more than 50,000 tourists visited Taj Mahal at once in a day. And yesterday, you will be surprised to know hardly 1,200 people. Dear friends, it is not confined to the tourist interest places. Rather, India is known for the pilgrimage centers, religion, be it is Hinduism, be it is Tirumala, Tirupati, especially South Indian students are well versed with this. And inshallah, you all might have heard about Makkah and Medina. Once we talk about the COVID-19 and tourism, dear students, this is being considered as the mother of all crises. By the way, Indians have witnessed, the global community has witnessed number of crises. But when we talk about the COVID-19, we have witnessed the First World War, Second World War, Spanish flu, so many things, 2611, swine flu and so on. But this is the mother of all crises. Since last 6 months we are confined. You will be surprised to see, dear friend, when I came with this, Savlon ethylene IP. I came with this mask. I came with this, face mask. So things have been changed totally. One more thing I just wish to tell you, dear students. Tourism is the largest community of the world. It starts right from the street vendor, दुकान वाला जो फुटपाथ पे बेचने वाला है. Then it covers the craftsmen, artisans, tourist guide, to the aviation companies, to the five-star hotels, you know. So all they are involved. And when we talk about this, it is considered as the largest community. Tourism is dominated by the MSMEs, medium and small enterprises. Dear students, the most unfortunate part is the bottom of the pyramid when we talk about the tourism. The bottom of the pyramid, the foundation, the base, you can't believe more than 70% workforce in tourism. Maybe directly or indirectly, they are earning hardly 10,000 rupees per month. Can you believe it? Tourism has, when we talk about the COVID-19, it has the dominoes effect. Dear students, when we talk about the domino effect, means the multiplier effect. Tourism is being affected because the moment one tourist is coming, you can't believe there are 7 persons who get the job if one person is coming. And at today's scenario, in the present scenario, most of the countries have closed their international boundaries. So it's very difficult for the movement of the tourist. Don't believe upon me. If you refer the UNWTO data, you will be surprised to see extremely right-hand side, the Asia and the Pacific. It has witnessed minus 51% growth, minus 51%. Of course, India is operating, Vande Bharat flights, and the bubble countries are there where the flights are being operated, which include US, UK, France, Maldives. But most of the countries, they don't have the flight operation. So this is what the real picture is. This is the high time, friends. Please be optimistic, please be positive, and this is what the children are playing. Start something creative. Don't open the door. Be positive, and whenever you are going out, use your mask, use your face shield, and see outside from the window the positive side. The dragon is awaiting for you. But if you are covered with precautions, and it is not confined only to the India, it is not confined only to the IITTM centers, dear students. So don't be panicked. All the global community is suffering from this pandemic. And at the same time, what we are witnessing, China and America, they are fighting each other. They are blaming each other. And of course, there are certain reasons behind it. Later on, we will discuss on this important aspect. And here, World Tourism Day is being celebrated just after 3 days. Rather, I should say 2 days. 24th is going to be over within the next 2 hours. 6 baje ke baad office band. 25th, 26th and 27th will be the World Tourism Day 2020. And the theme has been given, Tourism and Rural Development. The slogan it has been given, tourism helps rural communities hold on to their unique natural and cultural heritage, supporting conservation projects, including those safeguarding endangered species, lost tradition or flavors. This is what the UNWTO has conveyed. This is the high time, dear students. Tourism can be a window of opportunity for rural areas. Dear students, when we talk about the tourism and rural development, indeed tourism is concerned with the rural development. And of course, we'll go through the content and we'll realize that tourism has potential to develop the rural area. Of course, tourism can create jobs in rural and remote areas. And by creating the jobs, the balanced economic development can take place. Dear students, don't believe upon me. Let us be very rational, logical. अब बात आती है कि भाई ये अब इस समय the most important thing is trust will be the new currency. This has been conveyed by the UNWT also. जब तक आप विश्वास नहीं करोगे, when till the time you develop the confidence among the stakeholders, even to the tourists, they will not travel. They will not come out unless I have a confidence that I am comfortable in this boardroom. I will not come into this boardroom. I will not come to the IITM. So this the most important need of the hour is to create the trust, to build the confidence. Now a question comes, who will be traveling? Who will travel? So the answer lies that of course younger generation and adult will travel. The reason is old age travel has been restricted by most of the government. Even in India also, purposefully these old age people have been asked to stay back at their home. Why people would travel? वो क्यों निकलेंगे? Of course, answer is with you. They wish to have a stress-free life because almost 6 months every day, the moment they are opening the news, maybe it is the newspaper, maybe it is the television, they find that this much number have fallen. You might have attended Professor Dr. Pawan Gupta's lecture on the same issue. He might have given the number of casualties every day India is witnessing, the global community is witnessing. So the question comes where the people would move. Of course, a few of my friends after the lockdown fall, they started their journey from Delhi to Goa, but they are going by own car. One fine day they have just called me. But most of my friends, they don't want to go away. They wishes to move here and there. And of course, flights are being operated, trains are there, but the confidence level is not there. Slowly it will build, and therefore, at present, people are visiting, traveling nearby places by their own car. Dear friends, students, they wishes to enjoy their weekends and holidays. So this is what we have done the research, which has been, if you refer anyone, they will be landing on these aspects. So the emerging area will be nature-based tourism, eco-tourism, sustainable tourism, responsible tourism. People love to visit rural area. They would love to visit, remote area. And there they love to see the agriculture, how to cultivate. They love to see the rural heritage, the tradition, the culture, the dances, their dressing, their food habits. Would bulkart chalana chahega. He loved to ride the belgadi, dance karna chahega, traditional gana gana chahega. The tourist wishes to see all these things. And of course, highway tourism will flourish. So dear friends, students, let me tell you about the rural tourism in India. You will be surprised to know that even till date, more than 64% population lives in the rural area. Mahatma Gandhi also says the same thing. He said the heart of India lives in the villages. If you wishes to know the India, real India, if you wishes to know the incredible India, please visit villages. And what a coincidence. The Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, it was 2019 early when the pandemic was not there. He has made a prediction. He requested to all the Indian citizens to please visit at least 7 domestic tourist attractions. And after visiting, please share your experiences and the photographs. This was conveyed by Mr. Modi long back. And now we are realizing. So dear friends, students, this is the high time when the 35% people, those are staying in the urban area. Those are staying in the urban cities of India, they may love to visit the rural areas. They may love to enjoy the food. They may love to enjoy the crafts. They may love to enjoy the tradition. They may love to enjoy the rural areas, to have all these things. So therefore, because each of our rural area, they have the unique sales proposition, which we call generally USP. Yeah, very interesting, dear friends. It is not the Indian. We have witnessed number of tourists from across the globe. Whenever they used to come, of course, they used to go to Taj Mahal and Jaipur and other places. Most of them, they wishes to know the real India. And therefore, they wishes to visit the narrow lanes of Varanasi. They wishes to know the real India, and therefore they love to visit the rural areas to know the real life. And this is the high time when Indian domestic tourist wishes to or would like to go to the rural area and the rural location. So obviously a question may come into your mind that why the people, what are the benefits of the rural tourism? How the development can take place when we talk about the rural tourism? So the very first one is the employment generation. Dear students, when the one tourist is moving out, 7% gets the direct employment. Take the example of mine. 5 months back, I went from Gwalior to Delhi. So when I started from my home, I have hired a taxi till the station. For the station, I have hired a taxi. And when I reached to the train station, I asked the porter, Kuli. So Kuli got employment. The train was delayed, so I just have a cup of tea at the local tea stall. Third person has got the employment. I have purchased the train ticket, so fourth person has got the employment. It's a 5-hour journey from Gwalior to Delhi. In between, I purchased the lunch from the pantry card. Fifth person got the employment. And when New Delhi station came, I got down and again I hired a taxi. Of course, I hired the porter and then I hired the porter, then I hired the taxi and then I stayed in a hotel. So one person traveled, minimum 7 to 8 persons are getting employment. You can just imagine how many people will get employment when we talk about the rural tourism. Women empowerment would be there. Yes, because women are the household. Once the woman is literate, once she is financially, independent, then it would reflect the development aspect. Preservation of local tradition, which is very important. Once the urban masses are coming to the rural area, so that the people are migrating from rural area to urban area. They may love to stay back because they are getting the employment. And cultural exchange will come. Yes, I have been to Shanti Niketan and nearby other places, and this is how I come to know about their unique. I have seen that Lonka, a sweet dish. I have been to the different villages, even in Kashmir also. So we come to know about the different cultures. So this is what the cultural exchange. And of course, it builds the community pride. Kumarakam of Kerala, or when we talk about the Govardhan village of Maharashtra, they got the prizes also. Global communities have prize, they have awarded them. And of course, this will provide the entrepreneurship opportunity to the people. And this development will be the sustainable development. Sustainable development says that next generation can also seize those developmental aspects. Dear friends, so this is what is famous in Kumarakam. The Kerala Kumarakam has been awarded, UNWTO has awarded them for the responsible tourism. UNWTO has studied about the Wayanad and this Kumarakam, and their project of Kerala was awarded by the UNWTO. So this is a rural village. There are n number of examples when we talk about Lache. Sikkim, the first organic state of the country. A unique homestay is there, and this has been praised by the Asian Development Bank and the World Bank about the homestay of Lachen in Sikkim. Dear students, recently the UNWTO, United Nations World Tourism Organization, has awarded Govardhan Eco Village of Maharashtra. I wish to tell all of you, please go through these villages through website, have the virtual tour and see the unique aspect, because in 55 minutes it's difficult to tell you everything. But just to have insight, the look and idea. Gujarat, there is a place called Hodka. When you just go to the run of Kutch, you will find there is nearby place is a Hodka. And the very interesting village life is there, and the Hodka is known for a resort called Sham-e-Sharad. This resort is very unique. Even Run of Kutch has also come up like anything. Even the Indians, they wishes to see these villages. And because of the tourism, the growth has been tremendous. The place and the area has been developed like anything. Dear friends, there are a number of examples. You visit Nagar village of Himachal, where the women empowerment is known to everywhere, and even the government has recognized, and see the development. It is improving the socio-economic and cultural development of the local community. Those are there in the villages. Dear friends, in northern India, there is a village called Kila Raipur. The name of the village is Kila Raipur, which is very famous for rural sports. And government has further given they have extended the financial assistance to this village. And now they are very much known for the rural Olympics. Every year they hold the different rural sports over there. And people from across the corner of the country, even the world, they wishes to enjoy this rural sports. Dear students, when we talk about the Lahaul Spiti, you might have heard about this name, which is very close to Himachal and Leh. And in this area, Lahaul Spiti Ecosphere Center is there, which is again recognized by the UNWTO. And the United Nations, also have praised about this Ecosphere Center of Spiti village. Why I am purposefully showing these pictures to you, so that you could have a fair idea that how rich our rural areas are. Dear students, you might have heard about the Chhattisgarh Bastar Abu Jama. The name is Abu Jama, which is known for the travel tourism. Today's tourist wishes to enjoy the rich culture. He wishes to come out from the crowd. वो भीड़ भाड़ से दूर आना चाहता है. He does not want to go to the narrow lane where a lot of crowd is there. He does not want to see the Hawa Mahal, because for him safety and security is the most important thing. Dear students, one thing I just wish to tell you, because you are from different corner of the country, we have the live example of Orissa. Pipli is famous in Orissa. There are villages in the northeast. World's cleanest village is in northeast, and that is Malang. The name is Malang. So many villages are there, and each of these rural areas have their own charm and own beauty and attractions. It is not only the rural community, those are making their effort, but government is also coming out with the new schemes. And when you just refer these schemes, some of the prominent schemes are Dekho Apna Desh. Dekho Apna Desh is again, it is in line with the Honorable Prime Minister, who has conveyed the people that first we have to visit our own country. There are tremendous attractions are there. Therefore, Swadesh Darshan, Ek Bharat, Shreshth Bharat, there are different Government schemes are there to promote the domestic tourism. And of course, when we talk about the rural tourism, this rural community, especially those are there in the rural area, they will definitely will be the key for the development of our own country, the balanced development. One thing just I wishes to tell you, dear friend, when we talk about the rural development, let it be the smart development. And when we talk about the smart development, first of all, which is very important, one is the smart destination. हमारे जो destinations है rural area में, उनको smart बनाना होगा. And how we can do them? Let the infrastructure be there. I'm not talking about the concrete jungle, but of course there should be path. At least tourists can walk, tourists can reach to that place. When we talk about this infrastructure, it means you should concentrate on the local, amenities and the facilities those are there, and try to utilize them. There is no harm to have a bamboo-made accommodation. Tourists love to stay there. So you have to create the infrastructure and facilities. Please remember, blindly you cannot have the Goa model of rural tourism or rural tourism development in Uttarakhand. मुझे याद है उत्तराखंड में एक बार लोग बड़े नाराज हो गए थे because homestay was initiated. Luckily, I was also one of the part of that scheme. In Goa, it is quite popular, but in Uttarakhand, people have refused. The panchayat has refused. No, we don't want to allow the people to stay at our home at night because there was a problem. Social, contradiction was there. So when you are developing the rural area, you have to keep in mind the religion, local, sentiments. So infrastructure and facilities we have to develop. Homestay we have to develop. For homestay also we have to conduct the training, and safety and security issues very important for today's tourist. Today's tourist wishes to have the sanitization. Today's tourist wishes to have the masking. Today's tourists have their, face mask also, or the, face sheet. Today's tourist after the COVID-19 is concerned with the hygiene, and mind it, not only hygiene, he talks about the clinical hygiene. So dear students, in village level also, through NGO or through panchayat, we have to develop these villages, especially the area. Let it be the virus free. Of course, when we talk about the smart destination, community should be involved. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, like the example which we have seen, the largest temple of the world near to Vietnam. Do you know what is the name of the temple? Please try to recall, where is the largest Hindu temple of the world? It's not in India, it is in Cambodia. And what happened generally, the tourists go there, visit that place, and they return back. So nothing was going to the local community. Similarly, we have seen the people are staying in the urban area. They are going to the rural area for 4 or 5 hours. They are spending nothing, rather they are the day visitor and coming back. That is not the community involvement. Community involvement means you arrange the stay arrangement of tourists to stay back in the villages. Let them buy some gift item, some souvenir from the village. Let them enjoy the local paneer or local, milk cake. Let them have the local food, local vegetable. And this money should reach to the poorer of the village. Let them all be involved in the different parts of the tourism activity. Be it is accommodation, or be it is transportation, be it is dances, be it is music. If you try to analyze the success story of Rajasthan, when you analyze the success story of Northeast, When you try to analyze the success story of Goa, then you will realize the money which the tourists are spending, that is going to the community only. So this is what is the meaning, dear friends, students. When we talk about the smart destination, let the community may be involved in this, and pro-poor tourism should be there. When we talk about the smart development, it is not confined only to the destination. Rather, we have to conduct the training to the smart host, to the local people, local community, जो गांव के लोग हैं, rural लोग, the people of the rural area. We have to, first of all, we have to sensitize them about the tourism, because they are not aware about the tourism. They feel they have a different mindset. When the tourists are coming, they feel that, oh, they are a bit scared. Let them sensitize so that they can come to know that what are the advantages. A villager near to Jaisalmer in Rajasthan, he knows that if one tourist is coming to my village, I will be benefited as well as my entire village would be benefited. He is well aware when the tourist is satisfied, he will give me 100 rupees as a tip or $10 as a tip. Similarly, in Ponda in Goa, the villager know about this important aspect that similarly when we talk about the Wayanad, or when we talk about the small villages in Kerala, you would realize that they all are aware. So we have to sensitize the locals for becoming them a smart host. We require to develop their capacity building. Capacity building means we have to conduct the training. We have to tell them if the Tamilian is coming, say Vanakkam. If a Bengali is coming, say Namaskar. If a Gujarati is coming, Mota Bhai Tame Kem Chhe, Tame Suche. Or if a Uriya is coming, Agya Namaskar. Or if a person from Kerala is coming, yep, Ellavarum Sukumanam. Or if a person from Andhra is coming, or you are on telephone, Chepande Meru or Bagunara. So what I'm trying to tell you, we have to develop these people. I'm not telling you, or I'm not discussing that we should have the language training for them, but at least they must have the idea how to handle a girl who is coming from Mumbai, and how to handle a girl who is coming again from a small C-class city of Muzaffarnagar of Bihar. There is a cultural difference. So we have to develop their capacity. Dear friends, rural people, they do not know about the digital technology. Today is the time, even I don't want to pay cash, hard currency. I wish to pay through Paytime or say Payphone or BMAP or so on. Tourists are scared. Digital technology is coming up like anything. And here we have to develop their digital literacy also. They are not aware how to help the tourists. So tourist guide training, skill development, these have to be developed. They must have the knowledge how to describe the things, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, body language. So many things are there when we talk about the smart host. Health and hygiene is very important. Tourist has a fear, he does not want to take the normal water. He is carrying his own water also. So if we can show some evidences that this is a neat and clean area, then definitely they will be comfortable. Dear friend, it is not confined only to the smart destination or a smart host. Rather, we have to impart the training to the guests also. When the guests are coming to the rural area, we have to tell them what are the do's and don'ts. Each of the village, when we talk about the region, if you are going to a village in Northeast where the Buddhists are there, if you are touching those stone, big stone where something is written, in Lahore, Spiti or Uttarakhand area or Himachal, then the villagers may get angry. Because Hindu villagers, they pray that stone as the village deity. Whereas Buddhist, for them, this stone is very pure and they pray that stone. Dear friends, we have to conduct the mind management training also. Mind management training means we have to develop the confidence within the person, self-discipline for the tourist, so that they should not cross the boundaries when we talk about the rural tourism. This is very important. The cross-cultural understanding is also very important. While you are visiting the village of Goa or rural area of Goa, you may behave in a different manner. That's okay. Whereas when you are going to the UP or when you are visiting Rajasthan, you have to behave in a different manner. Similarly, south, northeast, western part of the country, each one of them have their own do's and don'ts, and that cross-cultural understanding is very important. We have to build the trust and confidence among the tourists. Only then they will love to come to your place. Of course, we don't want to develop the tourism in the rural area. Rural people, they don't want to have this sort of development. So please forget about the concrete jungle. Don't try to develop this. We have witnessed near to Delhi, there was a place called Faridabad, and Surajkund Craft Mela was well known and it was quite popular. But before and after, if you see the picture, there is a change. Dear friends, when we talk about the development is not confined only to the financial development or the economic development. The happiness aspect is also important. Therefore, gross happiness index is also becoming important when the people are visiting Bhutan. So-called developed nation like America and Italy or France, today they are realizing, are we happy? Is that development is giving us the right direction? Sorry, no. Therefore, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Seychelles, Mauritius, these countries, Nepal, these countries are coming up when we talk about the development. Friends, when the development authorities are doing the development of the rural area, please remember the process of development in the name of old age tourism or accessible tourism. You have developed the washrooms, but unfortunately that old age person, his tricycle or his cycle cannot enter, he cannot go. What sort of accessible tourism are we talking about? Please develop the rural community. They don't want to have the concrete jungle. They don't want to have the physical development only. We have to be cautious when we talk about the tourism in the rural area. Dear friends, students, please remember, milking is one of the things which everyone wishes to enjoy. Forest area and visiting wildlife is everyone wishes to enjoy. It is the Gir National Park in Gujarat, where Asiatic lion is known to everyone. But what happened when lot of vehicles they are being surrounded to the Asiatic lion? The same thing. There should be no disturbance to the local community, local culture. You have to see from bit away as a spectator to the attraction. Do you think that cow is happy? No, sorry. The milking is not possible in such environment. You can enjoy all these things. People, those are from Rajasthan, they might have seen in Bikaner, where at the time of milking, all the tourists, they have been asked to keep themselves away from that particular area. What I'm trying to tell you, in the name of development, please forget, we are not concerned, and the rural area is not concerned only the money aspect. Of course, economic development is one of the important aspects, but at the same time, the social development also play an important role. Are we talking about this development where the pub is being opened in the rural area, or the theme pub is there, or the concrete roads are there, people are going by car? I have witnessed the position of Govardhan, Vrindavan and Mathura. Those are this is the area which is known for the rural tourism, especially the Govardhan area near to Mathura. I have witnessed the Mamalapuram, Mahabalipuram. At one point of time, it was a sleeping village. Similarly, when we talk about Orchha in Madhya Pradesh, or when we talk about the Khajuraho, it was a sleeping village at one point of time. But are we talking about this type of tourism or this type of rural development? No, sorry. We are not talking about this type of development. And if the people have a mindset that this type of development will helpful, I'm sorry, this is not possible as such. Dear students, so now what to do? Please remember, when we talk about the rural area development, definitely tourism can be a key for the economic and social development of the India. Because the problem in India which we are facing, one side Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, these cities are coming up so far as the graph for economy is concerned, or when we talk about the graph for social status, so-called social status. People are going to the clubs, lot of pubs are there, drinks are there. But even till date, be it is Amarnath Yatra, be it is Kedarnath, be it is Char Dham, everywhere the tourist attractions are initially, they were in the remote area or in the rural area. In India, tourism is not new. I am sorry to tell you, even when you will refer the books will tell you the Grand Tour started during 18th century from Europe. I am sorry. Don't believe upon me. You just visit your own Veda Upanishad. We have a rich heritage. You know, till the time, I think 2 years back, 3 years back, we used to say that our civilization is 3,000-year-old civilization because Mohenjo-daro, Harappa was there. Whereas excavation near Haryana has established today that Indian civilization is the oldest civilization of the world. 7,000 BC year-old, 7,000-year-old civilization. When people used to go to other places, from one place to another places in the country, or from one country to another country, be it is Columbus or so on, or Vasco da Gama, or Ibn Battuta and all. Indians have witnessed the true stories. If you refer the Riga Veda, if you refer the Treta Upanishad, you will find people used to go from one planet to another planet. Just refer the Google after my class. Refer Raja Kukudumi, the King Kukudumi, who had gone from Earth to Brahmalok, a different planet, 5,000 BC, before Christ. People used to say that, you know, Western people, they have developed the airlines, the aircraft. Taylor Brothers, sorry. It was prevailing in India. In those days, when Lord Ram went to Sri Lanka and he has to return on a particular date to the Ayodhya, he have hired a charter. He have hired the chartered flight from Vibhishana, and the name of that flight was that aircraft was Pushpak Viman, and that was the charter flight. The new concept like carrying capacity, which we are talking today, it was well established in India long back, years back. During the Kumbh, it was pre-decided which akhada will take bath on this date, which akhada will take bath on the other date. And this is what the carrying capacity of the destination. Today we are talking about responsible tourism. Today United Nations is talking about sustainable tourism development. They said 14 number goal, 16 number goal. Dear friends, refer the Indian epics or the Vedas, you will find India rich Sanatan Dharma, rich Sanatan Parampara. It used to say, Prithvi Shanti, Rapa Shanti, Antriksha Shanti, Vanaspati Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. What does it mean? It means the welfare of the world. Let the peace may prevail on the sky. Let the peace may prevail on the mountain, on the earth, everywhere. Everything should be the peaceful. This is what the Indian rich tradition is there. So, dear friends, when we talk about the rural tourism, when we talk about the rural development, Mahatma Gandhi has rightly said, if you wishes to see the rich Indian culture, if you wishes to see the rich Indian ethos, if you wishes to see the rich Indian tradition, now people are realizing across the globe the importance of cow, the importance of the rural life. The cow shit, people used to say, oh, it's bad. But now they are realizing what is the importance. The Ayurveda across the globe is becoming popular. When we used to do the yoga, when our ancestors used to do the yoga, when Patanjali has invented the yoga, people used to say that, oh, India is a country of snake charmer and black magician. Dear friends, it is the Western world. It is the sum of the historian. Those have given the history of India in a U-turn. They never discussed the Chandragupta Maurya or Chanakya. They never discussed about the rich ancient history of India. So I am coming back to the discussion, and I wish to tell you, so far as rural tourism in India is concerned, it is way back. Hamare yahan to today UNWT is announcing that tourism can be developed or the rural area can be developed. Rural development can take place through tourism, whereas we have witnessed. See, the very unique thing. A young boy of 13 years, he started his journey from Kerala. A young boy of 13 years. His name was Shankar. When Shankar came to North India, he went to the range of Himalaya. And he has established Badrinath and Kedarnath. Now people across the globe know him as Adi Guru Shankaracharya. He has established 4 dham, 4 dham. It is not only for the religious purpose. What was the unique cross-cultural understanding? Cross-cultural understanding during those days before Christ. And even at the time of 7th century or 8th century, when Adi Guru Shankaracharya went there, he said that in Kedarnath and Badrinath, the temple priest will be from Kerala. And in South India, the temple priest, the Dhamma priest will be from Northern India. And that was for the national integration. So in India, tourism is basically concerned with the national integration. We have heard, Anekta mein ekta, Bharat ki visheshta, cultural diversity. Dear friends, India required today the cultural integrity. India required the, we are one India. Of course, we have a different culture. And this is what is reflecting with the new education policy also. This also says that initially, the starting of the young boy will be in the native language. Forget about English. Let the Kerala boy from Kerala should read in Malayalam language. Let the boy from Bihar or UP may study, may read in their own mother tongue. So why I'm telling you all these things? Translators, they have their own importance. I'm not telling you that we don't learn English. English is important because it is a communication mode. But be proud upon your history or heritage. The rural area which from where your ancestors came. Because the ultimate peace, the mental peace, the mental well-being, the mental prosperity or the inner prosperity, you will find when you visit the villages. You visit the rural area. And this is what the need of the hour. Because today's tourist wishes to go to a place which is away from the crowd. He wishes to see the hidden places, hidden gems. So when you are going from Chennai to Pondicherry, in between you will find a number of places out there. Similarly, when you are going to, from Delhi to Gurgaon or even to Ambala, you will find a lot of dhabas are there and you wishes to enjoy that meal over there. A boy who is starting his car or with family is going from Bhubaneswar to Konark or Jagannath Puri in the Marine Beach area, which is called Marine Line, between Bhubaneswar to Puri via Konark. The area which is isolated, but naturally it's a very beautiful area. He loves to stay back there. He does not want to go to the crowded area of Jagannath Puri. And of course, Puri was also a remote area, remote village. Similarly, when we talk about the Gwalior, neighboring to the Gwalior, Kakarmat, Bateshwar, Mitavli, Paravli, almost all 5th century, 6th century, 7th century old temples are there. People love to visit Sihonia, neighboring area, nearby area. Even the area called Nareshwar, they are very popular and people love to go there because they are away from the crowd and the place is safe and secure from the health point of view. Dear friends, once again, I extend my thanks for your patience hearing. This is the beginning of your career into the tourism. My only one submission to all of you is, please don't get nervous. Please be positive, be optimistic, don't lose confidence. Try to develop their skill as a multi-skill. So, try to develop your digital literacy. Try to develop some foreign language. If you are saying hola to a Spanish, you will be happy. If you are meeting with an Italian, ciao, grazie, it will be important. If you are meeting with a French guy, merci, bonjour, these are the important words. So dear friends, I'm not telling you that you will learn all these things in a day or two, but try to familiarize yourself with the cross-cultural aspect. Don't sit idle at your own. And one more thing just I wish to tell you, because now you will be the brand ambassador, you are the brand ambassador of ITTM. Please keep in mind the social responsibility. Put the mask, face shield, sanitizers. When you are going out, you never know where the enemy is there, where the COVID-19 or Corona is there. Dear student, please do some exercise, yoga and meditation. So mentally and physically you will be increasing your immunity in your body, which will be helpful to counter with this COVID-19 period. Once again, I am wishing you all the best. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was enlightening hearing you. It was very interesting throughout the session. And sir, we have certain questions. Students have already started thanking you, sir, because they are like, maybe they are overwhelmed. And but before this thank you, we have good number of questions. So if you can open the chat box, there are certain questions. So there are a few questions that has been asked.
Just a minute. In this COVID, let me read this, Manishi, this is for everyone, those who are. Yeah, but how can I identify? And yeah, next question, let us. Just a minute. Alright. Why rural tourism is failed to attract more tourists? You have rightly asked. The one thing is that people are not aware and facilities are not there. I wish to go to my own village, but where to park the car? मैं गाड़ी बाहर park करूँगा. If I will park my car outside, someone will scratch down my car. I'm going with my wife, my kid. He wishes to see the milking. He wishes to see the cultivation. But what about my security? What about my safety? Someone may snatch my camera. This type of wrong presumption are there. I'm telling you, brother, dear student, if you go to Washington, if you go to New York, if you go to Delhi, Majnu Ka Tila or other places, you will find the condition are worst. We are very happy that we are very safe in villages. But only thing is that villagers should understand that you are an outsider who will not harm ourselves, who will not harm the culture of my village. So definitely they say Atithi Devo Bhava. We are from the community which always says Vasudeva Kutumbakam and Atithi Devo Bhava, which is being followed in the spirit in the villages, in the rural areas. Next question. What are the jobs occurring in rural tourism? Dear friends, one thing I wish to tell you, when we talk about the rural tourism, I don't want to see, no one wishes to see that urban people are going for the job in the rural area. Why not the rural people should flourish? We should develop them so that they can have their own venture, they can have their own startups, homestay, they can arrange, they can provide milk, they can provide the juice, they can provide the fruits. There are n number of examples in Uttarakhand and Himachal or even northeastern area. Once I went to the Zero. Zero is a place near to this Tawang. What a nice fruit juice of fresh cherry they provide. When you visit Gulmarg, in between so many villages are there. People love to enjoy the organic fruits, apple, almonds. So there are plenty of jobs for the locals. Of course, we can provide them transportation system. They must have their own vehicle. This is what I have seen in one of the places in Maharashtra. We went for the rural tourism and there we have seen the villagers have hired the jeeps also. They come to know that tourists are coming, so they are going to pick up those tourists from the Pune and they are coming back to taking them to the rural area. What steps we can take to improve rural tourism? I have also already mentioned, dear friends, we have to make them smart hosts, a smart destination, a smart guest. I will pass this slides PowerPoint show to Madam Ranu ma'am, and then she will further forward it to all of you so that hey, you will have the ready-made all these things. Dr. Barua's class is there, he's there. Next. Sir, then why rural tourism not developed? That's what actually I am telling you now. The due weightage has not been given to the rural tourism. In the name of rural tourism, you will be surprised to know. Ministry of Tourism gives 20 lakhs rupees for the rural tourism. UNWTO provide crores of rupees. The Hodka, which I discussed, Gujarat village, they got crores of rupees under the UNDP project. But that spirit is not there. I'm sorry to tell you, brother, sorry to tell you, students, the people those are in the urban area, they believe in corruption, they believe in the bribe, they are not genuinely concerned with the upliftment of the of the locals, the local people, those are in the rural area. So the budding managers, you all are the budding managers in the tourism. Please do the justice with tourism, and our country, our rural area will again come up. I have given you number of examples. Those rural tourism projects have been awarded by the UNDP and UN, United Nations also. Govardhan village you have seen. You refer the Google, you will find Himachal based village, Malang also, so many villages. I think the last one is I am taking. Factor that is important for rural development is tourism, as you said. How can we work and implement on this? There are students, what I wish to suggest to you, there are other students, your senior also did the same thing. There are certain NGOs, those are genuinely working for the rural development, through rural tourism. Like for example, Rajendra Singh, usko bolte hain waterman. He is considered as the waterman in Rajasthan. He is owning a NGO, running an NGO, Magsaysay Awardee, and they are doing the genuine work. So students, those are there for their internship. They are going to the rural tourism project. Madam Ranu is from Uttarakhand. There are n number of agencies or NGOs are there in Uttarakhand who are seriously working for the upliftment of the rural development. So during your internship, that will be more safer for you, and you will enjoy like anything. So once again, because the other lecture professor is there with us, so once again I extend my sincere thanks for your patience here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It was a delight hearing you. It was engaging for everybody. And we'll start with the next session. Students, I request you to join with the next ID, please. Thank you so much. Thank you all.